Okay then guys, it's Mark here. I just thought I'd run you through this little user guide here for this live worksheet. So this is a live worksheet. We're going through C3 and C4 examination papers here, and I'll be putting it up on Google Play in a few days time. Basically, just look out for the, type in any mathematical topic. So here, if you type in C3 maths, one of my apps will come up in Google Play. Look out for the doggy icon. His name is Freddy. And when you see a Freddy, that's one of my apps. All my apps are free, so you're welcome to download any one or more of them. This one is on C3, C4, as I say, Maths Revision Live Worksheet for the OCR examination board. And here's the C3 paper, May and June 2012, C4. And here's the paper arrayed here. Basically, we start with a past paper PDF, so you can click on that, download the paper itself, and maybe have a look at the examination paper independently for these papers. And then the idea here is you have a go at the questions. There's also PDFs here for mark schemes. So if you want to have a look at the mark schemes as well, then you can just click here for each of the respective mark schemes and see what the solutions are that are printed and available. Here's the actual live worksheet then, arrayed here. This is the C3 paper, so the idea is you have a go at the question, you click on the question, and then you pause the video to have a look at the question itself, and then you can resume play. And the video works through the solutions as you go along the question, so you can pause and play as you prefer, as you work through each of the questions. Once you click on a question, it's ticked off so that you can keep a track of your progress. There's resets here, so you can reset any row or reset all, so you can have a fresh go. And also any questions you have, there's an email math queue. So if you have a question, take a picture of it, append it to the email here, send it in. If I get time, I'll write you up a YouTube video solution and send you the YouTube link. So that's the idea there. There's an array of tools here that you can use as well at your disposal. So there'll be a differentiator and a plotter probably, and maybe an integrator. There'll be a variety of tools that I put here for you to use, taken from my Wolfram Alpha developer page. Here's also my app, so I'll put in my recommended app here, and also my general developer page in Google Play. And any extras between now and the time I put this up on Google Play, I'll be sure to include as well. So maybe I could just say a couple of little things then about good preparation for examination if you've got one coming up in the near future. It's a good idea to read the paper. Read the paper through, and then basically by reading the paper you can choose which questions you wish to do. Oftentimes it's good to get off to as good as possible start by choosing questions that you find relatively easy and straightforward, and you can get under your belt and get done in double quick time. And then thereby you leave the more arduous, the more technically demanding, the more awkward questions to do in the latter part of the examination when you've got some momentum and you feel more confident. But by reading the paper, you've basically allowed your brain to work on these questions subconsciously so that when you come to do them, they're not totally unfamiliar and should have already done some of the preparatory work necessary in order to do the question. So it can save time in the long run if you just spend a couple of minutes looking at the paper just quickly at the beginning. So never leave early an exam early, because you're leaving marks on the table. So it's not really good practice to do that. It's a good idea to double check your work. And of course, if you finish double checking, then and you've still got time, then you can triple check. Some questions won't need checking because they say things like show that. So when a question says show that, it's already double checked itself, and triple checked for that matter. Also, if there are questions that you find hard and you can't do the first part or one part of the question, it doesn't mean you can't continue and have a look for other parts of the question that you can do. So don't be deterred by that. And always, once you've answered a question, look at the question again to check that you've actually answered every part of it and answered exactly what they ask for as well. So it's a good reminder to do that as well, isn't it, when you're checking that the questions have been done correctly. So if you've got a C3 or a C4 in the near future then guys, just like to wish you all the best. I hope you do well, and I hope you get the just desserts for all the hard work and eke out every last possible mark and get as good a mark as you possibly can. So as I said, I'd just like to wish you well, I hope it goes well, and hopefully I'll catch you again in another revision worksheet. Cheers!